From NBC News, this is Today.
We all know that person with a magnetic personality who can walk into a room, get everybody's attention immediately.
Well, whether it's at the office or at a cocktail party, you can be the one who owns the room just by following apparently a few strategies. And here to show you how to do it is More Magazine's editor-in-chief, Leslie Jane Seymour, and psychiatrist Ish Major. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Hi, how are you?
I think this is something a lot of people can understand. I mean, you want to make a statement at a party, but you don't know how to do it.
Right. Get in there and own the room. Actually, ahead of it, you want to prep your brain to own the room. Have a lot of energy. Have it in your mind. I'm the one. I'm the center. And you're going to come to me. You definitely have to have that energy. And you walk in. You know those people who walk in. They may not be running the place, but you feel gravity to them.
And some people are just born with a little more swagger than others. Some folks, but you can learn it.
Right, you can learn the swag factor, and that's the good news. And there's certain things in all the areas, like the article talks about, that you can do. First thing when you walk into the room, smile. Light it up. Let them see the pearly whites, okay? The second thing you can do after that is have that good posture.
Yes,
Chin up, shoulders back.
Yes.
It literally gives you purpose and direction.
But do we learn that at childhood, or is this something we learn through life? What's the deal?
I think you can learn it through life. I think you can pick up on tips that other folks have, and and like you said, there are definitely strategies you can use.
Yes, and follow people. I mean, it's how you dress as well. Again, you don't want to be this little teeny wallflower in gray against a gray wall, hanging back. I mean, add some color. Add some life. A lot of it has to do with energy, though. I really do believe
But you say
that.
gravitas, communication skills, and appearance, which you mentioned.
Yes, absolutely. Dress the part. One of the things, too, that women do when they're in any kind of big room thing, and I'm the worst at this, I'm always sitting there going like this, I'm the active listener. And women in particular, I think, have to stop being so active. You don't see men like in a big, important area when the other men are talking going, like the dog, right? That's me. And you have to really be the one who is commanding it all.
Well, I'm going to embarrass you a little bit, Tamron, because you've said this to a lot of us. I don't know if the viewers know it, but you say when you go into a room where there are a lot of people, you get a little bit uncomfortable. Like if we're at a holiday party or something for work, you kind of get to one place and you stay there.
Because I think that people perceive me as having a very outgoing personality. It's not, I'm not faking it, but when I'm at a party, we had a work party, and my strategy is to get one person, which I've done to you at a party as well, and I stick with that person, and I feel like I don't talk to anyone. I have no confidence to work a room, which is counter to what people would certainly think.
Yes.
So, Ish, what advice you give Tamron in that room?
So, Tamron, my advice would be pretend you're the host of the event.
Good point.
Okay? Pretend you're walking in, you're throwing the party. It's your show, and it's your job to make sure.
People read you as a jerk when you do that.
And you're making direct eye contact. They're going to give you the sign whether it's okay to say hello, and then you can say, hey, how's your evening? Good to see you. And you're just going to make your way through the crowd.
Right now, by the way. It's near advice.
They want to meet you. That's what you have to realize. I remember going somewhere with Malek Rock, and she was telling me the last person you want to sit next to at my house for a dinner party is my husband, Chris. He's incredibly, incredibly quiet. Sit next to me. I'm the talker. And you don't necessarily have the same personality at work or in your job, and especially in your kinds of professions, or if you're an actor, that you do in your personal life. Sometimes it takes a little bit of that, like, okay, it's I'm on.
Now,
I'm a little bit different.
Because Willie mentioned swagger, and I'll confess, one of the things I used to do, the song, I can tell by the way I use my walk. I got out of the car, I would have Staying Alive in my
You have a soundtrack in your head?
and it would give me confidence to walk into a room.
That's a good tip.
This is the most revealing segment we've ever done. This is fantastic.
But do you find that women have this issue more, or I mean,
I think it's personality-based.
It's personality-based.
I think it is personality. The only other thing I can suggest, especially for women, that we've seen in research, is women tend to come in, men come in and they sit down at the table and they put their stuff out and their hands are out and their things are out. Women tend to like pull in the seat next to everybody and squeeze in and all that. So one of the things women have to do is really expand their body language, especially because we're smaller.
Right.
Again, if you dress, it helps. Don't wear anything so tight. Wear it with a little, like you.
Darn.
No, you've got ridiculous woman.
She can't
No, but
stand
it's
for
great.
that.
You've got a little volume there, and then you can walk into a room and people notice
Well, dressing the part is not my problem. I think it is what you said, though, like projecting out.
Yes.
That's something that I think I could definitely work
Cup
on.
of coffee and here.
And a song in my head.
Most importantly, play the Bee Gees in
Because
your
that
own
gives you
head.
energy.
Okay.
Yes.
And that energy translates to your comfort in the room.
I can't be alone, so we're going to all practice this together at our next party. Thank you for the great advice, Leslie and Ish. Greatly appreciate it.